Boom. Hey riders, guess who? I'm back. Been away for a bit. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the race. Let's have a little quick look around here. Hope it sounds pretty good there. Sounds echoey on my ears right now. But what I'm going to do here, let's just do this. Turn this guy on. That's not what we want, but we'll get there. Don't worry. Here we go. Let's see if you guys can see this now. Yeah, perfect. Here we go, folks. Yes, Nightior. Your place for all the data for all these races, guys. Hey, there you go. Actually, I don't even know if that camera's on right now. I'll check in a second here. So this is the final race for the March month, the month of March for Muckers Worldwide Championship Series. Erland is at the front. I've always cheered for this guy, and he's had some awesome wins this year. Take a look at this, though. 3 stages completed so far, so this will be the 4th stage. He's got a 26-point lead here over the Ukrainian rider Velobuk. I just had a quick pan through this morning, and I noticed here, because she reached out to me one time and said, "Hey, Colin, how's it going? Thanks for the coverage." Carrie-Ann Cannabog, partners in crime, Carrie-Ann and Erland. She's only showing up for 2 stages, and she's still in 38th place. Looks like she's averaging just under 160 points per race. Let's give her 160. That's added on. So she's almost up to 480. She'd be in that 20th, 21st place right now if she showed up for all of them. So pretty awesome. I also want to point out Andy up here. Was talking to David this morning over at Nightior. But something we're working on together. Andy Up's name came up. I brought it up, Andy. So how's it going, dude? Andy, I've noticed his cycling is way better this year. Like, he's made, a really strong effort to get trained up better. He's a hitter this year. So great job there. That's something I've really noticed this year. I also noticed here too that Shunik here has only showed up for 2 stages this month. But look at his points. He's getting, 225 points per stage on average. That would take him right up to the front, wouldn't it? He'd be right up there. Add 225 onto that, so 450, 225, 650, 675. He's right up in this range somewhere up here. Top 5 anyways, folks. Let's get into the race. Let's get into the race here. We're going to turn the window capture off. Boom. Back in. Hey, over there. 2 cameras going today, folks. I've always had a second camera. Actually, and this is the camera I used to use at first. So this camera right here, there's the mic. The mic's in the way. I need to have the mic right here. It's the only way I can tell if it's really on. I lost an entire stream, audio stream a little while back. And I hate doing that. I hate doing audio overlay after the fact because it's fake. So fake. Needs to be natural, needs to be flowing, needs to be authentic. I'm not making nothing up here, folks. So let's get it. Kind of a crazy look today. I've got a little bit of a tropical shirt on underneath, over top with the heavier one. Whatever. Who's going to see this? I'm going to show it to Joey. You guys should leave comments to Joey about my fashion sense. Guys, we're just over a minute out, minute and 20 seconds to go. Yeah, so let's just reel it right back a little bit here, folks. It's been 2 weeks today since I did a video. Let me think about this long and hard. Thursdays are usually jam-packed. I usually try to do a Zwift team time trial video in the morning. That's the only day they run the team time trials. That bumps into the Muckers race, which then bumps into the next team time trial. Today is World Championships team time trial races on Zwift. And I haven't even signed up for any of them. So I'm hoping after this I can send a direct text to Martin. Yeah, I got the in with him, right? Fellow Albertan, runs the single biggest event on Zwift. That is WTRL TTT and Zwift Racing League. That's all ran by WTRL. My bro up in Benalto. That's where he lives. So let's get in here, folks. Let's get right into the race itself. Now I'm deep into the race right here. We're going to load the map right now. You'd kind of think I'd done this once or twice before, eh? So we're going to just jump right back out. Map looks so good right now. And as soon as we get racing, it goes to... just the map's not good once we're moving. It gets all... Here, let's jump into the map right now. See how it looks. The map gets crappy. It's just... I don't know. Like, there's just no good resolution, no good detail on that map. Everything gets kind of cruddy looking. And we'll jump right back out. There we go, folks. Let's just let the schmozzle happen. We're happy with Ratim here. Let's check this out too. Make sure everything's in the pipe 5x5. Yes, we are in the pipe 5x5. I know someone's gonna end up complaining about this camera down here. 100%. So we're gonna fix that right now. Okay? We're gonna fix it. Whoa. No, we're gonna fix that right there. Let's put this on. Do we really need this one? What do you guys think? Do we really need that camera? Do we need to see more angles of Colin? I could have 4 or 5 cameras going, one from behind, one from above. You guys can see no bald spot, no bald spot, no bald. There's no bald spot. I'm not hiding anything, not covering it up. Just got good hair. Anyways, riders, let's get serious here now. Oh, I know what I need to turn off. Turning off the Discord. The Discord, you know what? As much as I love the Discord, it drives me insane when I'm doing my videos because it's bloop, 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 the whole time. In fact, I might have turned all the notifications off. I noticed with the latest Discord, yeah, it was popping up on my screen like a secondary window. So I was like, enough of this. I had to go in and turn it all off. So maybe it's not even going to show up anymore. I just saw Carrie Ann's name there. Tice at the front here. Velo Buke. Yvonne Sagan, 86 M4B. Carrie Ann's right there. Smart racer. Like, come on. Let's quick peek here, folks. Checking out the riders. How many ladies showed up today? Ladies love me. Girls adore me. I mean, even the ones that never saw me. Only got 4 ladies today. We got Carrie Ann, Suniba, Chrissy B, 81. Don't know this rider. And looks like we had Straley sign up. Not sure if they're racing. Okay. Let's turn the riders off. Get right back into the race, folks. Right back into the race. Carrie Ann's at the front. Great strategy here. She's an incredible cyclist. But what you need to do... Who's this guy? George. We've seen this guy before. Jorge SpongeBob SquarePants here, Spanish rider. Bear Remy's in the mix. Wyverns. I think it's been a while since I've seen Wyverns. Ludwig DB. Don Mateo. Simon Honnenbrock. Yeah, this guy's a total regular now, but when he first showed up, I'm like, oh, who's this guy? Yvonne Sagan. Here's Erland. Erland's in the mix too. Nelson Snyder, Don Mateo. Akoval. Ukrainian rider here. Let's just bounce back through the field, folks. Let's do our big count. We always do the big count, right? Here's Straley. That was one of the ladies riders that didn't get started. Jose, looks like we've got 97 riding. Let's hope that number holds up. Here's one of the ladies riders we just mentioned before, Chrissy B, 81. I'm assuming that means she's probably born in 81. Who knows? Just an absolute youngster, folks. Absolute youngster here. I'm old as the hills. Just like falling apart. Things are breaking down left, right, and center, folks. Yeah, the best years are behind me. Yeah, what can you say about it? Zavmart Oos. I was going to say, when I first saw that name, I got, this has got to be a Dutchy rider. South African, right? Dutchy, yeah, close enough. Des Dyer, the eternal Des Dyer here. He's decked out in a different jersey today. Looking good, Des. Jeff, 65. with Adrian. Here's Suniva, another ladies rider. Steven Lud the Mud. Steve sent me some stuff here from the Farnham Club. Their indoor racing season finished this Tuesday at the Muckers Tuesday races. Kind of the friendly social race, which is absolutely usually a bloodbath. And I think if I'm remembering this right, I think it was Gary T72 that won the series. And I think Pierce Monster, is that right? I'll pull it up on my phone here in a second once things chill out. Got second place in that one. So they've had a really fun competition. Let's check out the riders. Johan Breza. Arno Shooten. Yes, this is the man right here himself, folks. What level is he? He's level 34 now. God. I feel like I've known him when he just started. Level 4, I think, was the first day we saw Arno Shooten. I think Arno rides a lot more now. He probably got sick of me making fun of him for riding 1 day a week, so now he's consistently training. Total mucker now, right? Tom0916, Tommy Midoriya. Yeah, dude. Tommy Italian here. We're going with that. Hus. John P. Orp. Victor Lazaniak. Ukrainian rider. Lots of Ukrainians. Polish rider here. And Tradizu. How about just Polish rider? We're going with that. Rada Balasso from the GER team. Frizzle David 1951. Dude. ROUVY Brian's here. Victor. Okay, that's Victor again. Bram DV. Dutch rider. Czech rider here. Yeah. Who's going to... Simon. I just see Simon. We're going with that. Dima 101 new. See this guy all the time. Kane J. Bouncing up now. 100 meters up ahead. We got S. Richards. Maybe this is Simon Richards. Well, I think it's Richardson, isn't it? Yeah, probably. Who cares? Bibson here. Here's Kyle. Kyle said he's going to be too busy to talk today. Speaking of that, what's going on? Okay, the chat's quiet. That's okay. Chat is very quiet, folks. And we're okay with that. I know I've been gone for 2 weeks today. So yeah, I think the last time I did this, I'm pretty sure I did a Muckers race. I can go back and check the content out. I know I did a couple of Zwift team time trials that day. It was probably a super busy. Thursday's absolutely. I mean, hey, here's Neil here now. Here is Mucker 1974. This is Neil. Neil and Kyle are right together here. Riding with Torx, Squallowdale LP, Panro Risi, Duckman 2. They're all here, folks. All here. Regular hitters, folks. Alexander, another Ukrainian. R. Loro, Portuguese rider, I believe. This guy here, another Czech rider, Jiri, BTK. BTK killer? Nah, I think they caught him. I think they already got him. Don't worry about it. Ratim, Czech rider. Morten Vingolson, another Danish rider here. Let's just keep piling in more strong Danish riders. Just what we need, right? Just what we need. Mike Hagan, currently sitting 19th overall in the March Championship Series. Just looked at that this morning. So we've got Italian rider again, Facu, level 14 rider. Swiss Chris, 69. There's Mike Hagan. Chorus, yes, dude. Lucas, S78. It's Lucas. Stefano Boggia, user. Didn't change his name. Danish rider. Okay, we'll give him a pass for that. Marshall here. I guess that's a Marshall. A little shimmy sham on the road there. We got Gebs84. New name to me. Simon JP. See this name all the time, dude. Massimo Vihi. Italian rider here. The ultra lightweight Silv 3030. Never say his name right, and that's okay. Martin's here. Mako. Big John rides. Francie 09. Tranberg, Kona Blight, K. Vonnegut, yes. K. Vonnegut, Dutch rider here. And then we're getting more select up here, folks. Morton Forby, Thomas Lynn Iverson. And again, more belated birthday. I think Thomas had a birthday in the last month, I believe it was. Mateus Hales here. Sublak 72. Grosjean. Grosjean's in the mix today, folks. Here we go. Here's the Danes. Probably every second flag is going to be Danish now. Velosport 34 Lattes. Andy up. Dude. Again, riding way stronger than last year. Hopefully he's got some comrades here to hook up with. He's got Akoval with him. Just the two of them. They're trying to bridge up to the Ludwig DB up ahead who's riding solo. These three get together, maybe get a little train going together here. Now we're bouncing ahead to the very front group, folks. Bear Remy. Looks like we got 18 here. Not seeing all of them. We're only seeing about 7 riders on screen right now. Bear Remy, Erland, Nelson Snyder, Yvonne, Tice, Elenio. No one's up. Yep. Okay, so it's a solid group of 18 at the front. Solid group of 18, folks. Let's take a little look at the map here. Okay, little look at the map. Little groups coming up behind. Who's in that second group? Is that... I think that's the two I said we're chasing. Let's just back it up here. Yeah. Andy and Akoval are closing in on Ludwig. You can actually see it happen. Look at the bubbles closing in on each other right here. Pretty cool to see this happening live. These three can get together. Working really hard. A lot of 3.5 to 4 watts per kilo stuff here. You heard me. Oh, I love having the second camera, right? It's really good. I was going to put it down lower, shooting up at me, but then I thought, yeah, we don't need any weird crotch shots or anything like that going on here. Actually, stuff would have been in the way. Actually, I don't even know what it looks like right now. Let's have a little quick peek. Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, so before, I guess, you know, the mic's in the way, right? Do you know what that is? SCTV, greatest comedy show of all time. And if you don't think so, I dare you, go on YouTube, type in SCTV, and look at the cast. Just look at the cast. Canadian hitters. Absolute hitters. John Candy. Catherine O'Hara. Eugene Levy. Martin Short. Rick Moranis. Take off, eh? Yeah, great show. Anyways, there was a part where they go like this. Would you like to have some of my drink? It's supposed to be spooky. Anyways, you'd have to watch it to appreciate it. Quality Canadian humor here. Let's get back here. Sorry, I didn't realize we were on there for so long. Carrie Ann pushing 5 watts per kilo at the moment. Hanging with the hitters up here, folks. Tice, 6. Carol Susick. 4% weight ballast right now too, folks. Just remember that. The more you win, the more ballast gets applied to you. So it starts making it really tough. So, and it's a ballast, so I actually don't know. I'll get reprimanded for this later. Is it an actual weight ballast? Do we increase their weight by 4%, or are we decreasing their power by 4%? Like, what are we doing? I'm not really sure. But it's a definite negative. It's a penalty against you for dominating so much, folks. Remember, too, at the Muckers Worldwide races, too, rules that have been set out, and I agree with them 100%. 60 kilogram weight limits. So if you're rocking around at 52 kilograms, you're the ultimate hill climber. Guess what? I don't want to race you. I do not want to race you. I would like to say I'm more of an average size. I do not need to be racing against world-class hill climbing champs. Why am I doing that? I'm just riding on ROUVY for fun and be a little bit competitive. Maybe, how about this? Maybe the 55 and below class should make their own hill climbing race. They could do that if they wanted. So yeah, it's just to kind of like make it even. Like what's more of the average person weigh? Same with the power limit too. It's just to dial it down a bit so that tatty type riders aren't showing up and just crushing all of our dreams every race, right? And I'm on board with that too. There could be a special Carlo Calcagni 7 watt per kilo race where everyone has to race a minimum of 7 watts a kilo. And there's guys on ROUVY that can do it apparently. Yeah, they say they can, right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, bro. You know. Yeah, so this is the better camera, this guy. This one? Yeah, whatever. So yeah, it took 2 weeks off the videos, folks. Why? I don't know. I just felt like I was smashing my head against a brick wall. Just so much effort and time put into it. Yeah. So it's just, I guess maybe I beat myself up a little bit. It's just not doing well enough. So I just kind of thought, well, what's the point anymore? Just being honest with you. This is Colin's Authentic Honest Hour. That's what we're going to start calling from now on. Let's just jump back to the race here, folks. See how these groups are doing. So we got a little bit of a climb here now. And this is kind of a tough race. Like, honestly, guys, so all you guys watching out there in YouTube land, got up first thing this morning. I think I rolled out of bed at 5:05. Had a little visitor last night called Captain Morgan. Middle of the week visit too. Oof. And so I woke up late this morning. Yeah, I know, 5:05. I know, that's late for me. And downloaded the event. Kind of clearing my eyes. Got it, clicked it, downloaded, went and grabbed my coffee. Came back down, I'm like, 40 kilometers and over 500 meters of climbing. Ugh. It's a long time. A long time, folks. So what I'm going to do today, I don't know what I'm going to do today. Because as soon as this is done, when I'm feeling a little bit kind of, I got to jump on my bike and I got to do a ride. And I'm finding I'm riding less and less. So I got to get, Velo Butte going to the front here, folks. 7 watts a kilo up this little incline here. We're at 6%. Virtually a false flat at this point here. If you're from Team GRC, this is all technically still false flat at this point. False flatty. Looks like at the first split, though, we got a wicked little wall coming up. So what is it? Oh, yeah, the course 2. New Kirke to Ypres. So I think that's the same place. Is that the same Ypres where the big, huge World War I battle was? I'm pretty sure it is. But I don't remember being spelled like that. I thought it was YPRES, maybe? It's got to be the same area. Or someone doesn't know how to spell. He's got to be, right? Those Canadians, yeah, I know, bro. I know. World War I, studs. I know. World War II, even better. Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank you. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, this whole tariff thing going on. I was so mad about it a while ago. I'll tell you how I feel about it. I looked at joining the reserves. Yeah, don't mess with me, bro. Do not mess with me. I think it'd be really cool to join the reserves. The problem is the nearest reserve station, because you can learn a lot of cool skills. I'm constantly learning, constantly taking stupid courses that have not gotten me anywhere. Environmental management, project management, product management. Who cares? Have a story. Build relationships. Be friendly. That's how you manage your product. You don't need to go to school for that. And if you did, oh well, so did I. Didn't work. Little tent set up over here on the side. Yeah, so like I spent probably 2 hours one afternoon looking at it. My buddy's in the reserves. I should have talked to him about it. Like you can learn, like, even in the reserves, they have like aviation mechanics. And I thought, well, that would be freaking cool. But it's like an hour and 20 minutes to the closest reserve office from here. So you're driving an hour and 20 there at nights and then driving home. I'm like, yeah, okay. Here comes that wall we were talking about, folks. Here it comes. We're at 1% right now. Let's get to the front. Who's going? Ooh, hard left, straight up. Oh, right up the cobbles here. Right up the cobbles. Lenio at the front. 7 watts a kilo. Here comes Erlen saying, dude. Look at Erlen right off the front. This is so many techniques here. 17, 18% gradient there. I think I saw 7. Yeah, 17 for sure. Now we're at 14 here. This is like the bigger rider fade. The Robbie McEwen sag, as he used to call it. Basically, get to the front, start drifting your way back as these little lightweights catch you. Because you're hauling your large body up the hill, and then the little guys come up behind you. So, good strategy. I like it. Then he's going to get over the top first. He's not going to be dangling off the back. What did we say there was? 18? Let's see the dangle. The dangle's already started, folks. Carrie-Ann's out the back. Don Mateo, 17th place. Jorge, 16th place. Hans Holm Moeller in 15th place. Then we got a 100-meter gap up to L. Rowland. Niels Brenhams are there too. Batiscum. Oh, they're all shattered here, folks. Now, is anyone brave enough to try to go on a solo break? Or a small, 2-3 man break? Like, there's a long way to go. Tony Stadler, Nelson Snyder, Carol Susik, Elenio. If we get to the front, where Velo Butte and Erland are, Bear Remy's is within striking range. Tice is right there too. Elenio should get back on. This dude is quite the climber I've seen in the past. So we got 5 or 6 in this main group. Will these 5 or 6... You know what? I'm saying right now, with guys like Nelson and Niels Brenham and the hitters right behind here, those 5 or 6 up front are going to need to team up, become bros, become frenemies for a little while because they're going to be caught. There's a lot of horsepower back here. Battiscom's back here. Did Bear Remy make that first break? Yeah, Bear Remy did. So yeah, these 5 are going to have to start being friends. And it looks like it was happening. Erland's right there. Carroll didn't get into the mix. Okay, so Carroll's hanging back here with Nelson. He knows Nelson's going to be able to pull them right back on eventually. And, you know, folks, we're still 27 kilometers to the finish. These 5 out front must be feeling strong. You know, what goes through their heads at this moment? Are they thinking, dudes, did we just like, what do we do? Do we slow down? Do we wait? There's a series of rollers coming up over the next 5, 6, 7, 8 kilometers through here. You can see to about the halfway point. Yeah, about 7 kilometers, I'd say. A little bit of downhill. Then we've got another climb with some dark reds in it, but they're not that long. Won't be as bad as the first climb. The very last climb, though, has got some deep red. I'm saying 15, 16, 17%. A little bit shorter than this climb. That's going to be the final launch point. That's what's going to absolutely determine the winner in this one. Mark my words. It's going to happen, folks. We're going to jump in the chat here quick. Hey, Joel Noguera's here. Hey, Colin, I've missed your coverages. Hope everything is fine with you. Hey, Joel, everything's cool, man. I will be coming back to the other platforms as well. And I was just saying earlier, Joel, I haven't done a stream in 2 weeks. Don't know. It's funny, I was looking at them going, have I really not? This was like 9 days ago. And I'm like, have I really not streamed in 9 days? Considering there's times when I'll stream 6, 7 times per week. On Thursdays, I usually do 3 streams alone. So then, you know, if I was doing like a Monday, Tuesday OTR stuff, then I would do Muckers Thursdays with 2 Zwift time trials in there as well. Then I would do OTR veterans on Fridays, maybe do something on the weekend, maybe a group ride. I just don't have any more time. Like, I am out of time, and what I would suggest for anyone is try to just, you know, anyone can do this. This is not a special skill set, guys. Go commentate for a full hour and a bit on a race, and then tell me how bad you want to get on your bike. So I'm trying to work it so I always get my ride in, but I did it again today. I didn't get my ride in yet. So I need to squeeze my ride in after this. We won't be done this till like almost 2 p.m. my time. Something like that. Depends when I get off. I have chores to do in there. I have to do a ride in there. Then, yeah, I haven't even scheduled my other time trial stuff today. Because I just didn't know if I was going to get on. I was just... Almost didn't get on today. I thought, no, I got to do it. Got to do it, man. Alenio, Tice. So, front group is 5 riders. Wow, look at these 2. Ooh, I bet you Carroll's wishing he would have made that jump. We got Carroll and Nelson chasing 60 meters back. But they want to be in that group. They want to work with those other 5. 200 meters back to Simon Hunnenbrook here, the German rider. Tony Stadler. Wyverns, Yvonne Sagan, Battiscombe. In this group, then we're bouncing back a further 400 meters. Niels is riding solo. He's used to that. Triathlete. So he's used to riding solo, but I'm sure he'd like to be with someone else to help share some of the work. L. Rowland. Not sure how the video looks today either, guys. I only did an SD download today. I mean, if you do an HD video of a longer one, like we're talking 30 and 35 gig files, and I got to upload all that. Elon might get mad at me one of these days and shut it down. So, actually, you know what? I did hear they're throttling it back, just like everyone said they would. You know, it's like, oh yeah, get Starlink, it's free. It's, you know, you pay for it and it's unlimited. And that's not true. Once more people use it, they start throttling it back, just like everything else. So the more popular it gets, the slower it gets. What can you do? L. Rowland's here. Dom Mateo is further back. Here's Carrie Ann. So Carrie Ann is 18th out of the original 18 group. She's got Dom Mateo just up ahead, a couple hundred meters. Ooh, but look at this here. I'm thinking Oh, they just caught her. That just happened. I was going to say, there's a group behind her coming right now, and here they are. Wow, that was awesome to see. I'm so glad I caught that. So if we go to the 17th place rider here, Carrie Ann was the 18th. And I was watching Carrie Ann's name, and I saw riders' names coming quick. Here they are. It's this Thomas Lynn, Kay Vonnegan, Trambig, Ludwig. Here's Carrie Ann's in that group now. She's probably so glad this group showed up. She'll be cruising with these dudes now. So she's got, it looks like probably 7 riders to hang out with here. Let's hit the map. Wow. So if I go to the front right now, where's the very front? Oh, you can see here what's going on, folks. You can see the front way down the road here. Okay. Yeah, they're pretty spread out now, aren't they? Oh, Tice was in that front group. Tice has just pulled the pin. Maybe the pace was a little bit too high. He said, that's enough. Mechanical dude, who knows, right? But they're pushing up front. Bear Remy, Velo Buke, Alenio 79. They're going for it. These little kicks. Oof. These fields through Belgium, dude, are just absolutely brutal. Just roller after roller after roller. You never get a chance really to rest. There's just a few segments, like on the bottom of the screen, just after the midpoint of the race, there actually is kind of a continuous downhill. But otherwise, it's just up and down, up and down. You know, you got to kind of like roll through the top of every hill, increase the power, coast down the other side, build up the speed, roll, and then power up the next one over and over and over. Gonna jump back to the back here. Let's see who's chilling out back here. We got Checo Fly, Des Dyer, Wigall, Nico Magnan, Canadian, bro. Hey, and Chrissy B81, one of the ladies riders. Oh my, Shunik disconnected. Urgh. How annoying is that? So Shunik actually disconnected 3.64 kilometers into the race. And I was just sitting there myself going, where's Shunik? Level 87 rider. So he would have been in that very front group. And then we got Queasney here. So looks like we still have about 96 riders on board. Jumping to the middle of the field, Lucas, 78. Sublak, 72, just up the road. We got Duckman here, S. Richards. I think this will be where we're going to find Neil and Kyle. Yeah, here they are. Here's Neil. Squalid LP is just ahead. Where's Kyle? Kyle should be right nearby too. Ooh, the BTK guy. This is the dude. This is the dude that always looks like he's moving, but he's not. Or he's not moving, but he is. Like, he's not moving on screen as avatar. This is for you, ROUVY developers. Yet he's putting out power. He's progressing through the race. I think this is the same rider who I've seen. He'll stay in the start chute the whole time, yet he's finishing races. So for some reason, on my machine anyways, in my videos, this guy never moves. He was moving earlier though, I'll give you that. Okay, so here's Neil again. Shark of the Alps. Bibson. I'm getting right back to the front here, folks. So here's our 4 riders. Bear Remy, Erland, Alenio 79, and Bellabuke. Ooh, this is going to be good, folks. I'm going to go check something out for you here quickly. And guess what? Erland is in first place, 729 points. Followed by Bellabuke, 703. They're both in this front group. To make matters even more exciting, we have Bear Remy here as well. So Erland is first overall. Bellabuke is second overall. Bear Remy, 4th overall. 3 of those 4 riders are in this 4-rider group. Gil Matteo, not here today. I don't see him. Shocker. Yeah, we got 4 riders here. So all 3 of these 4 riders are totally in contention for this month. And having said that, who's the other one? Oh, it's Alenio 79. Who, I should see his name by now. Where is it? Sorry, folks, this is just me trying to scan around here quickly, but my scanning around quickly. I don't think Alenio 79's been here all this month. There is a way to do this. If I can quickly do it. Alenio, maybe that'll find it. No, it looks like it wants a full name. Alenio 79. Okay, maybe I got to hit the search button. Alenio 79's only done 1 stage this month. That's why. So Alenio 79, who's in this group at the front, right here on the right hand side of the road at the front right now, taking a turn. Not even in contention for this month's points. Only done one stage. Wonder what's going to happen at the end. I did see, this is off topic, I was doing my whoosh race for Echelon Racing League, and you'll know the one guy that showed up, Brian, oh, how can I forget his name? Callison? Brian K? Hallison? If anyone here watches the Spincast, go watch it. If you don't, go watch it. It's Brian, it's the other Brian, it's Casey Schum, and it's Lee Zavaris. They've all been promoting ROUVY a lot lately too, so go check it out. Subscribe. It's a good idea to subscribe, it's a good idea to like, and it's a good idea to comment. As someone who begs for it every video, I know what it's like when they're not getting lots. It just seems like, why are we doing this? Yeah, he was at a race, and I forget the other guy's name. He's a guy from New York. He said, this guy here, Brian, he's a total pro. He could just smash his way through this field. But it was a point series for 5 or 6 races, whatever it was. I think it was 5 races. But it was also, it's Kellison. It's Kellison. K-E-L-L-I-S-O-N. It was also qualification for esports championships. Well, Brian hadn't done most of them. So the race that he did show up for, he just rode. He didn't race. Because otherwise, he's taking points away from the people that are really in the race. So like in this case, to make an example after that long story there, Elenio here really doesn't have much fight in this. But he could really flip-flop the standings. I mean, we've got 3 riders here that are actually fighting for top position, whereas Elenio really has no chance of making it into the top whatever. He's only done 1 stage this month. This is just the way it is. So they look like they've settled down. Here's that little downhill stretch now I was talking about. This is about the only segment here until you get past that last climb where the riders can rest. I guess there's another one after this bump too. It's not as rolly. It will start getting a little bit rolly after this, and we'll start our next climb. I think these 4 should be able to hang together. Let's get back into that one there. Hey, John, good to see you too, dude. Yeah, just took a little bit of time off. Reset. Figure out how I'm going to make this going forward. I'm going to start doing, guys, I'm always going to do my race commentary. So yeah, we got 4 riders here, 500 meters back. Remember just a while ago, it was 66 meters back to these 2. 66 meters back to Carroll and Nelson here. So they're kind of in a weird position now. And having said that too, let's see where Carroll is in the standings. Muckers March Championships right here. I'm on Night Air, guys. Don't forget to check Night Air out all the time. Carroll is 5th overall. So he's in that 5th, 6th spot right now, but he's way out of getting in the big points at the front. Yeah, 4% ballast. I love it. Okay, dudes. Okay, so I understand it now. The ballast, which I consider like a weight, that's a point deduction off of your original. So if your displayed points are 99 and your ballasted is 1%, it means that because your original points were 100, but because you've been killing it so much, they're taking 1% or 1 point away. So when Carroll wins a race now, he's going to lose 4 points every time. See, that's what happens when you win too much. Just winning too much, bro. Forby's got 2.25 against him. Bear Remy's got 1.75. Very interesting. Just kind of makes it harder and harder for them. I love it. Good stuff. So Carroll's here with Nelson. Ooh, look at this. Reinforcements are coming. Reinforcements are coming. The dudes behind, working as a group, are going to be picking up Carroll and Nelson here very shortly. We got Wyverns coming, Batiscum. These guys are only 127 meters back. Simon Honnenbrook, Yvonne Sagan, Tony Stadler, and Tice is just dangling there. Remember, these guys all blew apart on that climb. Then we're further 800, 900 meters back to Hans, Niels Brinham, El Rowan, Jorge. So groups are coming back together now. Then it's a big jump back to the Grosjean group. This is where we'll find Carrie Ann. She was in that group of 18 up front. Fell off the back on that first wicked little climb. And but she's in her fast-moving group now, folks. So I'm going to have a look to the back again because I want to see who's just getting up. Yes, Chrissy B81. Get it, Chrissy. Let's go. Working nicely here, Chrissy. It's going to get easier now. So worst part of this event's over. She's only a level 11. Hasn't been around that long. She's getting through it. Looks like we got Wigal here just taking a little bit of a coast down this hill here. Arno shooting, doing his thing. Going through all these rolls. Yeah, to me, the worst part of this race is this chunk right here in the middle. The hills aren't that hard. You know what you're getting into. You know, apply power, go. If you guys want to stand and dance your way up, guys, I don't stand ever. I never stand. And you know what, too? Sometimes I don't like to think about it too much, but I've been watching so much cycling inside. And I realize, I don't know how to say it. The inside cycling technique is so far different and so far and away from outside cycling technique. Like, and that depends what kind of a rider you are. Here we're climbing now, folks. Here's a little bit of steepness coming up here. Probably going to get to 14, 15% up through here. Let's have a look. We're at 11 right now, 12, 13. Okay, there's the 14. There's a 15. Okay, we did get to it. And even 16% here, 16, 15%. Coming back down now, folks. It's going to start easing off. It's going to level out and then kick one more time over the top. Lenio trying to push some power here now. 8.5 watts per kilo, folks. 24.5 kilometers into the race. Still 15 kilometers to go. We're 35 minutes into the race. So Lenio's moving, but the other three are just strung out slightly. Velobuke's there, Erland's there, Bear Remy's there. These four are all together. The two behind have closed the gap a bit because the old accordion effect, the old rubber band effect, those guys are slowing down climbing. The guys behind are moving fast, catching up. And look at this here. They're all here, folks. Here they are. They're all here. Oh, shocker. This is an absolute shocker right here, folks. So the group caught, the fast movers that were coming up behind, like guided missiles, came up, caught Carroll and Nelson. Right at that time, Nelson just slipped out the back. Don't see that very much out of Nelson. Obviously, Nelson's not either on a great day or possibly he wasn't going to push hard anyways today's. Sometimes people are just out here, and I'm just always guessing what they're doing. You know, I've said people are being lazy when they've been dying through leg cramps. Or I say they're being cruisy when they're dying in agony and their calves are completely locked up. So I never really know what people are up to out here. Usually Nelson would be right at the very front, so it's just strange to see him not in the front, and in fact being caught and then slipping back even more. Maybe he had a huge weekend. Maybe Captain Morgan visited him last night too. Let's just say that. Nelson, you're my bro. You're my bro, dude. Captain Morgan visited me. Midweek visit from Captain Morgan. This is stretched out a little bit here. Erland's right on the back, cruising along, generating a lot of power here though. Lots of speed. Bigger cyclist, more speed, folks. More speed. But yeah, so back to what I was talking about before, and actually I was watching Eiley Gardner's videos, and they're really good. Really good videos. I love her style. You know what I love about her the most? She's a killer climber. In real life and inside. She's just doing her cycling. She's just a cyclist. I love it. She's not trying to be a glamour model. She's not posing. She's not doing rides in makeup with her hair done up and all that stuff, because I can't stand that. Can't stand it. But it's really cool to learn. She's got one really good video where she did 3 climb. Oh, I know what it was. She was riding on Zwift, and she was trying to hold 6 watts a kilo at different cadences. She had 60, 80, and 100. At 60 and 80, she held 6 watts a kilo for like 11 minutes. It was within 20 seconds of each other as well. So either at 60 or 80, she could do that. She actually said her favorite climbing is around 80. When she did 100 RPMs, she could only hold it for 4 minutes. She goes, I just can't do it. I can't do it. That's how I feel about it too. I don't generate power by standing though. And that's, Eiley made a really good comment. She said, you know, riding inside, the standing technique, lower RPMs, generating huge amounts of power. She called it herself unrealistic cycling style inside, because she said specifically she was doing the standing technique in a time trial. Okay, you can't do that, bro. You just can't do that. It doesn't work. And that's where it's different. Good luck standing for half an hour straight on a flat. Can't do it. Outside, you'd end up crashing into the people around you. During a time trial, well, it's like launching a big parachute out the back. You just can't do it. Inside cycling doesn't take into any account aerodynamics. We can say it does with the wheels and that, but your cycling style is not factored into that. That's the point I'm trying to get to. And I mean, this is pretty obvious to me, but I never really thought about it, and especially when someone of her caliber talks about it. Because I'm like, okay, well, yep. She's the one. What was fascinating too is I saw with Eiley as well, for being so small, so lightweight, and still such an incredible cyclist, is that she sits a lot when she climbs. She has a kind of a different style. Like, it looks like she's really stretched out when she's climbing. Just go watch her videos. I really enjoy them. Probably one of my favorite YouTubers right now, because she's just so absolutely down to earth and normal. Just doing her bike rides, talking about it. She sits down, and she'll just sit down at 60 RPMs. I guess I got thinking about this. Oh, okay. Sorry guys, I got to do the chat a little bit here. Darren's here. Hey Colin, Darren H here. Good to see you back streaming. Yeah, keep well, dude. Thank you very much. I think I needed a mental break from it. It was wearing me out. Yeah, dude, I guess I was being a baby. I was a little bit feeling down on myself maybe. Simon James says he likes to win too much. Okay, me too. And John here, man, I have really learned to stand while climbing. I can hold for about 5 minutes. Yeah, and see, John, I never stand. I mean, I stand if I want to do a bit of a sprint, but when I'm climbing, I don't. I'm a sit and grinder. So, and I get what it does. It makes sense. Like, you're standing, you're rocking, you're giving your quads a break. Because if you're sitting all the way up an hour-long climb, you're putting everything into your quads. Everything. There's no using your body weight to generate power. I just think for me, it's more realistic to the way I ride. And I did just watch the latest Zwift Academy. And if you watch it, they're doing a 4-minute all-out effort. And the dude from Alpecin de Koenig, the main dude who never smiles, he says, no standing. No standing allowed. Because it's not real. It's not. You could say you do that during surely, but all those guys, when they're doing those tests specifically, they don't want to see your standing power. They want to see your seated power. And I know it's been discussed before. Functional threshold power, when you're calculating your FTPs, is from a seated position. So I see people doing FTP tests and they stand the whole way. I'm like, okay, well, it's not an FTP test. It's just not. You must be on your saddle the whole way. So, yeah, I mean, I think when you get used to not standing, you don't even notice it. But you got to be careful, because I know there's been days where I'm like, I just obliterated my quads. Maybe as a larger cyclist with more muscle mass, you can deal with it. Maybe a smaller cyclist has to stand more. I don't know. Here's that last climb coming up, folks. I've been on a long rant here, but just I've watched Zwift Games, Zwift Racing League, Zwift Academy. I've heard points from other people. I've heard it from the world's best female climber. She sits a lot when she's running. That's not to say she doesn't stand, but just watch her videos. So we've gone through some 14%, dipping back down just under 10. This is going to hit 15, 16, 17 right here, folks. Got Alenio and Velobuke on the front. These guys are going to have to go now. Bear Remy just hanging on. Erlen's right there too. Erlen can't let Velobuke get away. These guys are separated by 26 points in the standings right now. Awesome stuff here. 4 riders up front. And then we've got a fast moving group. Man, the group behind is coming quick. Look at this. These guys are only 200 meters back. I mean, They're not going to catch them before the top. Those guys are going to escape over the backside, the top side. Remember, keep a hill between you and your enemies, and you can escape. Out of sight, out of mind. But yeah, Wyvern, Simon Honnenbrook, Carol Susick, Batiscum, Yvonne. That's that group there. And then we're up to the Niels Brennan group. Tice, Nelson's in that group now. Okay. Back to the fronts. Bear Remy getting over the top, folks. And outside of like one little tiny bump, it's pretty flat to downhill all the way. Nice stuff. Nice stuff here. Yeah, so yeah, John, I know what you're saying. Like, dude, what do I do? Whenever I do need to sprint, which I don't do very often, and here's another one too I find. I've watched some cyclists who actually, like at Zwift Games, they actually bolt down their front wheels to the floor. And I guess what I'm going to say about that is I feel like as a larger 90 kilogram plus rider, when I stand and thrash my bike, I'm doing a lot more thrashing than a 60 kilogram rider. Hands down. If you weigh 60 kilograms, dude, you're 30. What is it? Yeah, you're 30 pounds. No, you're 60 pounds less than me. If you're a 60 kilogram rider and I'm a 90 pound rider, sorry, a 90 kilogram rider, that's 66 pounds difference. So when I'm thrashing on my bike, it's bouncing around all over the place. A smaller rider is not going to have that much impact. It's probably just going to be a lesser degree. So I guess my point there is I can see why these dudes are basically bolting down the front wheel to the floor. So mine just sits like in the Tacx little groove thing. It's all over the place. It moves just when I just get my hands and I'm kind of gripping it a little bit harder, right? I did see Josh Harris, if you know, you know. He's probably one of the best elite level cyclists on any of the platforms. He was top 20 at UCI Esports World Championships. He's a climber, and he has like a stand, like, you know, when you travel with your bike, put your bike on top of your rack and you lock it down with that little doodad that sticks up, you know, like the old skewer technique. He's got one of those built on the ground to lock his bike, his front end in place, so it cannot move at all. I just think as a larger cyclist, you're probably thrashing your bike around even more. Because I've seen even little cyclists. I saw Gabby Guerra at Zwift Games. She was bouncing her front wheel up. That girl weighs like probably 49 kilograms, if that. And even she's doing it. So you can imagine what happens when you got a big dude cranking out 1500 watts or more, how much they're thrashing their bikes around. So these four riders are still together, and here we go, folks. Remember, it was down to 200 meters. Now we're back out to almost 700. I think these guys got really good speed here. It's just the hills are getting in the way. Like, literally. They only closed the gap because the other guys were climbing. Now they're bombing downhill. They're getting away. And the guys up ahead have tackled that little bump, all still together. Downhill flyer now. I think Erland is the biggest cyclist here. I think. It's just my guess. I'm just going to look at some numbers here and see if I can figure it out. I think Alenio 79 is quite the lightweight. I think Erland's probably like an 80 kilogram rider. I believe so. Maybe close. Maybe he's like mid 70s to 80s kilograms. So, I don't know. I don't know who's in what condition today. I've been way too long, guys, but I'm glad I'm back for the finale for March. After this, I'm going to have to get on WTRL and see if I can actually do a time trial race today. There's that camera. I keep forgetting about it. Yeah, here we go, folks. So we're going to bounce back a little bit more. We've got 6 riders back here. Carol, Batiscum, Simon Honnenbrook, Wyverns, Tony Stadler, and... Ooh, no, we don't. We only got 5 riders back here. Yvonne Sagan's not in there. So it looks like Yvonne Sagan fell out of that group there. Bouncing back, we've got another nice moving group here. Hans is here. Niels Brennan. Oh, yeah, this group looks nice too. Tice, Nelson Snyder. Yep, I think Nelson, I think I see the Captain Morgan bottle in the back of his jersey right now. So he's on a chill day, folks. Don't worry about it. Walk it off, Nelson. Walk it off, bro. I bet you Nelson doesn't even touch booze. I shouldn't touch booze either. Okay, so Velobuke here, actually, he's not a tiny lightweight climber either. He's probably more like 75 kilos plus. Again, I'm just trying to figure these numbers as we're flying. Yeah, he's right around 75 kilograms, so he's not ultra lightweight. Bear Remy? Well, he's probably like 65 kilograms, so not super. I would consider that ultra lightweight compared to me, but not ultra lightweight. Alenio. Well, Alenio's probably around 70 kilograms. We definitely don't have any 60 kilogram riders here. That's for sure. Or even less. And even if you are less, you're now 60. So, on that. I like that rule. I like that rule imposed by the Muckers. If you're weighing 60 kilograms, maybe you need to turn pro. Or something like that. Although, you know, for some of the ladies, whatever. It's just the rules that are in place, folks. Play within the rules. Or I guess don't participate. That's why it's there. But yeah, there's probably a ton of ladies on here that are like in the 50 kilogram range. So it's just going to have to make them work a little bit harder. That's all. They still do well at the climbing races, don't they? Velobuke. I think next couple days I'm going to do another updated ROUVY video. I kind of spent some time looking at my videos and going, yeah, my videos that do really well are just my instructional videos. So maybe I should have been a teacher. Yeah, we need more eyes on racing, folks. We need more eyes on racing. ROUVY needs to promote racing more so we can do more race commentaries, folks. Velobuke still pushing hard here. So let's have a little quick look at that again. We're going to have a quick look. Yes, 26 points separating first and second place in the overall series right now, and they're both right here. Bear Remy is right there as well. He is at 694. Velobuke 703, Erland 729. So it could be just even a great battle between Bear Remy and Velobuke for second place overall. Gil Mattiau is not here. So that's going to move everyone up one spot. Okay, let's do this. Looking around a bit more. Just check that out. Okay, pretty quiet. Yeah, so I'm going to go back to John's coming up. Standing for 5 minutes, impossible. I don't even know how you do it, John. I just can't get comfortable on my bike doing it. And I think, even when I ride outside, and I rarely ride outside, any of the climbs I've tackled around here, yeah, they're not Alpe d'Huez, but there's some steep climbs. I still sit. I just put it in my lowest gear and just kind of like power my way up it. That's how I do it. No standing. One thing, and I know someone's going to say, oh yeah, all they do is stand inside. Not true. If you look at the Zwift Games 2025, it was the climbing competition, the one that Jason Osborne didn't get into, believe it or not. So only the top 5 riders made it. So they would have, that was stages 3 and 4 of Zwift Games this year. Okay, we're 3 kilometers to the finish. Here's my last story for you. So stages 1 and 2, they had a big field of like 150 riders. Stage 2 was down to 30 riders. The finale for the sprint was 5 riders. That's it. I would have let more through. I would have thinking like at least 10. They did that the year before. Anyways, Neil Fryette won it. That guy, like almost 20 watt per kilo sprint. Stage 3, big race again. Whittled down to 30 for stage 4. 5 go through to the final climb. Not an epically long climb because they're trying to keep them short for the context of the racing. Freddie Ovett was there. Freddie is a real-world outside cyclist who's came across more to inside cycling. And he sat down the entire climb whilst everyone else was standing pretty much the entire way. Ooh, Elenia's going here, lighting it up, 11 watts per kilo, folks. Trying to get a bit of a break here right now. Trying to see if Erland's sleeping back here. Stretching it out. He's got a 20-meter lead already. Erland's right there. Erland's just hanging outside the draft here. He needs to get back in there. Okay, he's back in now. All coming back together. But yeah, so Freddie Ovett sat down. And I mean, the climb was only 4 or 5 kilometers, I believe. It was either Box or Fox or one of those hills. London World on Zwift. And I watched him the whole way. He was seated the whole way. Sprinted. Got ahead, but Neil Fryette has a second sprint. and just blew past him. But he got second overall. So not always are even all these elite cyclists standing the whole way. They're not. Some are. I think some just feel more comfortable doing it a different way. And again, Jason Osborne, world champ, didn't get that. He wasn't even there for it. Yeah, but I loved it all. I love watching all of it. I loved the Zwift games. So exciting to me. I love the format. I love everything about it. And I think the 1 week, it was a 4-hour stream. You sit, you watch the men's do stage 1, 10-minute break, ladies do stage 1. Back to the men for stage 2, 10-minute break, ladies do stage 2. And then they have a little break and then finale, all in one stream, all in one day. That's how you do it, folks. That's how you do it. So blow yourself up too hard going into the finale, you're going to have nothing left. You got a 10, 15-minute break. Or you got more. Because the women are going to race and then the men go. So however long that is. Maybe you have like 40 minutes. Remember, the races are all pretty small in there. Okay, guys, just over 1 kilometer to go here. 1 kilometer out. Hey, Dwayne Schmidt's in the mix here. Dwayne, I'm going to read your thing quick and I'm going to jump right back in. I liked a couple of your basic ROUVY videos. Just got on ROUVY 2 months ago. Probably will never race, but enjoying the platform for riding. Gotcha, Dwayne. Dwayne, try racing out. It's not that bad. It's not that scary. It's not that intimidating. Check this out, folks. Alenio going for it. 10 watts a kilo here. 700 meters out. Has he gone too early? Velobuke's chasing in the draft. I think Alenio might have gone a little bit too early there. Bear Remy in third. Ooh, Remy and Erlen need to pull this back right now. Here comes Erlen now. My pre-race favorite is Erlen right here. He's got to... He honestly has to catch up with Velobuke here. I'm not sure how the points are going to play out. Like, I don't know the points paying system. So basically, is it just a point or two in between each year? He's got a 26 point buffer, so he should be okay. But here comes Erlen now. Yeah, Erlen's going to just stay one place behind Velobuke here. Just let me jump back here. Bear Remy just crosses the line. Simon Honnebrook, Tony Stadler, Carol Susick, Wyvern's coming next. Yeah, so in that case, I believe Erlen just won the March Championships. Velobuke's going to get second. Bear Remy will get third because Gil Matteo didn't show up this week. Carroll's coming in for probably his 4th place. He was in 5th. I don't believe there's anyone else. Okay, they're down to less than 500 meters to go. Dwayne Schmidt, who's talking before. I'm just remembering your name here, Dwayne. Yeah, some people just enjoy ROUVY just for riding, checking out different places. Racing will push you a little bit harder. It will. You're always going to be like, okay, I got another surge in me. Don't really consider race. Maybe just consider next. Ooh, here comes Batiscum, 14.5 watts per kilo, folks, coming in for 5th place now. Boom! Simon Honnebrook 6th. Wyvern's finishing. Carol Susick, Tony Stadler. Yvonne Sagan's going to finish solo. So yeah, you could just look at a race as a really hard workout. If you wanted, there will be some drafting. And what you're going to find in most of the racing too, Dwayne, is there's such a huge level of rider disparity differences. These guys are done in 55 minutes, and we're going to have riders out here for another 45 minutes. Most likely. So you're going to have guys riding at the front, guys and ladies riding like 5-6 watts per kilo, and we can jump to the back here, and there's going to be people riding 1 to 2 watts per kilo, and that's fine. And if I had more time today, I would stay right to the very end, but I just don't have more time today. Okay, so Yvonne's going to finish solo. We got fast moving. We got some bogeys coming in, folks. Nelson Snyder. Nelson got rid of. He realized Captain Morgan was in his back pocket. He passed it to a bystander. Didn't throw it because it's a glass bottle. And he's on a roll now, folks. Got Hans here. Niels Brenham. Nelson Snyder. L. Rowland. Tice. All the hitters, folks. Oh. Yeah, since I've been away, guys. Ooh, Hans is off the front here now. 9 watts a kilo. Niels Brenham coming, though. He's coming. Here comes Niels. In the draft. Just overtaking him now on the left-hand shoulder. Flying through. Carrying more momentum. 63 kilometers an hour there, folks. They're all going to race through the finish now. They should be all just popping through. Maybe that's all of them there. Here we go. A couple more. I knew Nelson was coming. L. Rowland's coming. And Tice. Jumping back to this group of 7 years, Grosjean, another triathlete. Carrie Ann's here. So remember, Carrie Ann was in that front group of 18. So technically she could still finish 18th or higher here. It's possible. Even though she's fallen back, got caught by another group. There is 6-7 riders here though. See what their sprints are going to look. I've seen Carrie Ann put in some really nice sprints too. So they're still 1.1 kilometers out. Yeah, so Dwayne, as you were saying there too, thanks Dwayne for commenting that. Yeah, John's saying the same thing. Give racing a try. Always someone at your ability that will push along with you. Check out the GRC Sunday short races, Sundays. About 100 riders every race. Yeah, every ability out there. Sometimes even I show up. Ride with Roy is a good YouTube channel. Old English Dude presents. Oh, I've never even heard of that one. Okay, Steven, I'm going to check that out later. Ride with Roy. Dwayne says, we'll at least think about it. Does look like a big range even in this race. Yeah, totally, Dwayne. Whatever you think you can ride at, just get in there and you're going to be riding with other people. You know? And some people are racing, but they're kind of just riding. They're just doing the event. Most of these races are picked to complete a challenge event. So it's just a slightly different format. I've done races where I've just like tootled along. It doesn't really matter. You know? So good way to... Best thing about racing is the best way to meet other people. Less than 300 meters to go. Carrie Ann, first one to lead out here, folks. Ooh, Kayvon. Who's at the front here now? Ludwig DB. Ludwig's there. Grosjean's coming. I think Ludwig is going to make it 16th place. Grosjean, Kayvon again, Don Matteo, Tranberg, Jorge, Carrie Ann at the back there. Looks like the dudes had a little bit more power left in their legs at the very finish there. Alenio. Okay, what happened there? Why'd that name show up? Okay, it must have been clicking on the finish. Thomas Lynn coming in now. Being chased by Acoval, M4B. Actually, let's stick with these guys right here. Mako, M4B, Velosport, 34 Lattes. See if we can get a sprint out of these dudes. They're only 400 meters to go. They kind of take a shim here to the right and then take a hard left. And the finishing chute straight ahead of them. Yeah, get it. Get it, get it, get it. Big John. Big John. Mako. There's also a Mucko, if you've never seen him. M4B, though. Morton 4B. Danish power here, folks. Surges to the front. 25th place. Velosport's just coming in now. Must have been the last rider in that sprint. Here's Silv 3030. Ultra lightweight pesky climber out of France. Got Massimo here. And just going to check the chat out a little bit. Okay, yeah, Steven's saying Ride with Roy. Dude, I've never even heard of that channel. I'm going to check it out. Old English Dude. Okay. Is he just riding? Is he doing videos? Or what is he doing? I definitely check it out. Chorus. Okay, so here's Massimo. Silva's going to finish up ahead. He's going to hang the left corner here. Blew that stop sign. What a dude. Not even looking. Oh, come on, bro. Yeah, Massimo's coming in next. So yeah, I'm going to have to go do a ride right after this. I am working on some different videos coming up in the future here, guys. Some stuff that's not even going to be really that much cycling related, but it's going to be, I don't know, maybe Colin related, if that's even interesting to you. I'm going to use my channel as a platform to maybe jump in different directions while still doing all my cycling stuff. Because the hardest thing about starting a YouTube channel is getting your subscribers and your view time. You need, to get even slightly monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of view time. So if you're thinking about starting a channel up, it's a grind. Mike Hagan finishing there. So I've got a lot of ideas. Some of the stuff, you know what I'm thinking about doing? I'll give you a little teaser. There's a ton of adventure gravel races right nearby here in the Rocky Mountains where I live. Tons of them. You know, we got the 24 hours of adrenaline where that's out at Canmore. It's only a 13-kilometer lap, but it's basically around the clock. 8-rider teams, 4-riders teams, women's only classes, mixed classes. I think they got duos. They've even got solo riders, and they ride around the clock. Whoever gets the most laps wins. That's the kind of stuff I want to go see. Those are the kind of videos I like to watch. I've never seen anyone do a video about it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go out there, take all my cameras and stuff. I'm going to have a camera on my chest. So like I can talk to people and be hands-free. Maybe less... Actually, I might look like a robot, but instead of having a camera up in my face, right? And talk to these riders through the night. I do know some of them. I know guys that have done the... what's the big one? The Great Divide Ride. The one that goes from Banff all the way down to Antelope Wells, New Mexico. There's a guy up in Edmonton that did it a couple years back. So I'm going to get some info from him. Where's the races? There's some great ones too where they ride old logging roads. Hey, here's Andy up. Where they ride the old logging roads. Where like there's no one out there. All that's out there is a bunch of cyclists. A bunch of dirty, stinky cyclists, let's be honest. Bears and mountain lions. That's the only thing that's out there. So I thought it'd be so cool to go out there, jump from checkpoint to checkpoint ahead of them, catch them coming into the checkpoints, seeing what they're doing, being that guy. I always wanted to do this when I was doing my sled dog stuff, because that's another event where there's just no coverage of it. There's a tiny bit, and you know what? If I have fun with it cycling, Kona Blight going on a little bit of a sprint here. Andy's now revving it up. Come on, Andy. Ooh, look at Andy go here. Nice job, dude. Revved up to 9.4 watts a kilo there. Got in the draft. Shaka Khan brings it home. Sprints his buddy. They were frenemies for a bit. So yeah, next winter, because dog racing season is ending very quick here, although not cold here today, folks. We're under a snowfall warning of 20 centimeters for tonight and tomorrow. We'll probably get 5 to 10, and it's probably going to melt really fast. I'm going to go cover some of those dog races. I'm going to head up north. I'm going to sleep in my car with all my dog mushing gear, like best gloves I've ever owned, beaver mitts. I have a pair. 45 below, yeah, you're good. No problem, bro. Walk it off. I've got all the gear. I can go hang out with the dog mushers, talk to them, say hi to the dogs, get out on the trail. Love it. So I'm going to do a bit more stuff like that. Anyways, you're going to see it coming. I think I needed these 2 weeks off to get re-motivated. So there'll be more, guys. There'll be more. Okay, riders, I'm going to jump off here. Only because I need to get ready to do my next event. I need to get changed and go do a ride. I need to get some time trial stuff set up. So what I'm going to do, folks, here, just hang on. How far back are these dudes now? Okay, there's still like 1.5 kilometers to go. Okay, they're still 3 kilometers out. David here, 1951. Alexander M. What time are we looking at? Yeah, so it's now 1:36 here. I got to jump. I have to go do this right now. Okay, guys, I'm going to shut her down here today. Great being back. Great seeing everyone race. Please support the channel if you can afford to or whatever. Oh, John's got one more coming here. Yes, just need to find a well-attended race or enough people to ride with you. If you do one like GRC... Yeah, that's the thing. Dwayne, listen to what John's saying here. Attend either a GRC race or a Muckers race. Tons of people... better chance of finding someone that's going to ride around your ability. There's so many races on ROUVY, and really, are they great? No, they're not. There's going to be 6 people in them, and they might be 5 of the world's best inside climbers, and you show up and you're like, oh, I'm not a great climber. And then you're just riding by yourself. So just attend the bigger attended races. Just look for that little person number. Great comment by John there. And John saying, see you, Colin. Have a great ride. Yeah. Okay, John, take it easy, dude. I got to jump, guys, because I'll just keep talking for another hour straight. I'm shutting this down right now. See you later, and see you later.